Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. Uh, it's very nice weather today. It's rainy but warm, which I like. Dana Reed, good morning to you. G Keyman, 565, good morning. Rune International, good morning. Who else is here? Ronald, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Dave Addion, good morning. Torch of KCK, good morning. Yeah, Dana and Ronald mixed up. Who was supposed to bring the special brownies today? Uh, Pocket Women, good early Sunday morning to you down under. Condolences for your laptop. That always sucks. Um, and apparently your phone is stuffed as well, so that's no good. My boss broke his phone a couple weeks ago on a job. It just literally fell out of his hand, did a half flip and landed on the screen, and piece of gravel in the parking lot hit it just right, shattered the whole screen. Anyway, so don't feel too bad. It could be worse. Let's see here. Let's see here. Who else is here this morning? Robert Patton. Good morning. Let's see here. Audio, video is good. Miko Wolf. Good morning. Kurt O. Lock and Key. Good morning to you as well. Yes, I'm a little languid today. Because it's stormy. Like we had early morning thunderstorms. They're moving through right now. I woke up at like 4 and then woke up again around 6. So I've been kind of up and going for a while now. Um, it's been one of those weeks. Jeez. Not a horrible week. Just just busy. Lots of stuff, things and stuffs and whatnot. Um, but anyway, it's a good Saturday. So, and no, I'm not like hungover or drunk or anything like that. I'm just feeling languid this morning, I guess is the word of the day. I need to get some energy. I've thought about starting to drink coffee because coffee has no carbs. I don't drink it with sugar or cream or anything like that. So, I don't know. I might need to start drinking coffee or something. Um, but I, I don't know. Coffee does so much to your stomach, and as much stomach issues as I have, uh, mm, mm, I don't think that'll be good. Uh, yeah, Miko, the South is getting torn up by the weather. Hopefully, everybody's okay down near Jason's Way. I've been seeing the news. There was an outbreak of tornadoes down there. I know he was in Houston for the banner show. He actually found the amazing Mexican restaurant that we went to last year. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to go this year, but it just wasn't really in the cards to go. So, but I'm 99.9% sure I will be going to Aloha this year. So if any of y'all are Aloha members and gonna go there, hopefully we can meet up. Just let me know. Um, yeah, if I've looked this morning actually to see if Jason had posted anything about it. I messaged him the other day and asked if he was staying for the trade show, and he said he wasn't. So I don't know. Did he say last week if he was gonna do a live today or not? Um, Anthony, good morning. Nate Godden, good morning. Glad y'all are here. Let's see. We're supposed to have wicked snow, ice, and rainstorm coming. Wow. Yeah, I think we are done with winter weather down here now. This is officially spring storm season, which, of course, this past Monday, was the first day of spring. And the warmest it got all day Monday was like 52 degrees Fahrenheit. And it was windy, so it felt like it was in the 40s. Um, so we froze all day Monday. Tuesday was cold. Wednesday was a little bit warmer. And I think it was rainy Wednesday. Yeah, it rained all day Wednesday. And then Thursday was warmer. And yesterday it was like 88 degrees all day. Today is cooler. I've actually got the windows in the shop opened up out here. They're screened, so don't worry about the cats. But the windows are open, and I've got a couple fans running because the air really needed to be circulated in here. Yeah, the air definitely needed to be changed out in this place. Uh, but anyway, we were really warm yesterday. Like I said, it's stormy, dreary today. So I love days like today, weather like that, where it's warm and rainy and I don't have to go anywhere. That's awesome. Let's see here. Okay, Jason. All right. Apparently, okay. So Jason was planning on doing a live. Okay. Um, had to leave a day early. Yeah, I know Jason wasn't thrilled with the food at the hotel based on his Twitter posts, which I remember it being pretty good, but that was a year ago, and I'm pretty sure it's at the same hotel, but not positive. Um, so yeah, I guess different people. Um, Kitties are all doing fine, by the way, in both shop kitties and kitties in the house. Everybody out here is just being quiet and also being languid today. Um, Coffee's good for you, puts hair on your chest. Yeah, uh, I used to drink coffee when I was a teenager. I actually drank a lot of coffee. I was a connoisseur of sorts. Um, Maybe that's why I'm so short. But anyway, um, but yeah, I do like coffee. Dana, happy birthday to your son. Remember 23 like it was 15 years ago. Jason wanted to go back to where he was the only real cowboy in town. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll say this about, um, we, the North Carolina Locksmith Association, we meet quarterly. Well, they've changed that now. We're going to meet like 3 times a year, and I'm not sure. But I remember the first few times that I the went to the NCLA meetings. First couple times I went, it's like these are a bunch of weirdos. These people are kind of weird. And, but I get to know people. I get to know people that are cool and people I kind of like. We're gonna stay over here, and I mean, okay, let's face it. You kind of have to be weird to be a locksmith. I don't care who you are, where you are. You kind of have to be a little bit weird to be a locksmith. There's just no avoiding it. And when you bring a bunch of locksmiths together, you're going to be even weirder. But anyway, let's see. Is that box in the background from you, HKS? Good morning. No, this is just all a bunch of junk over here. Some of the stuff that you sent me is probably back here, parts of it, but the box you sent me is down here on the floor, and I've added to it. But yes, it is there. Um, let's see here. Cat's still alive. Wow, Pocket Women, that's amazing. Um, yeah. Secure Tech, good morning. New House Lock and Key, good morning. Who else is here? New House Lock and Keys somewhere in here. There you are. Good morning. Is it weird to be a lock sporter as well? Probably. Yeah. Um, if if I get to go to Kakalaki Con this year, um, I will definitely be able to render an opinion on that. Not sure. Let's see, I'll be getting one any day. Awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, we'll definitely do a video on that. I really hate that I can't do the angles that I was able to do before, uh, but my tripod is literally taped together on top of the safe. So you guys are like sitting on top of the safe, and the tripod is held together with tape and some wires and spit and blood and tears and everything else. I've got to get a new tripod. Um, Looking at a couple different ones, but probably wind up getting some sort of Amazon or Walmart special. I'm not sure. Oh, look, the sun's coming out, ruining my rainy day. There's one thing about weather that I hate. It's when it's been rainy and then halfway through the day the sun comes out. I can't stand that. Stay consistent. I'm okay with being sunny in the morning and then cloudy and rainy the rest of the day, but to start off cloudy and rainy and then become sunny, I for some reason it bugs me. So yeah, I'm weird. Let's see here. The name, oh, Kakalaki Con. Kakalakyon. Kakalaki is sort of a nickname for the Carolinas, for North and South Carolina states. Um, I'm not sure exactly where it originated from or what its etymology is, but it is kind of a nickname. So we say Kakalaki, North Kakalaki, South Kakalaki. It's kind of a nickname. And Kakalaki Con is a North Carolina convention for lock sport and penetration testing. Um, the lock sport, pen testers, that sort of crowd. Not really a locksmith thing, but I've been in contact with them a little bit and on Twitter, and so I would like to go. I've never been, um, and so I don't know. I may. It depends on my car because my car is really iffy right now, and um, Kakalaki Con's in May, so I might be able to take off and go there for like a day or something. Let's see, I had live lockpicking competition this morning, and I commented they needed rain, barking dogs, screaming kids, and upset moms to make it realistic. Rune, that is absolutely correct. Um, or you need it if you're a right-handed picker. You need the wall of the house to come out this way, and the door to be here, and the lock to be right here, and you have to do that. And there's never been a shot of any type of lubrication in there, and or the lock is mounted upside down from what you're used to picking. Yeah, that's realistic. Um, or in the bushes because they just bought a place and there's an outbuilding and it's overgrown, but they need a key to it because there was no key from the realtor. Yeah, yeah, you gotta make it realistic. I agree with you. I don't feel weird. People call me crazy going out at night to do a job. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess I'm talking about more just little idiosyncrasies. Some locksmiths are antisocial. Some locksmiths, I mean, even with other locksmiths, they are. Um, I've met some at the NCLA who said that one guy he actually got up and said that he believes a law should be passed that all lockpicking videos be banned from the internet. Like, no locksmith information should ever be available on the internet without it being secured. And I'm just sitting there shaking my head like, you idiot. I mean, really? You're just a freaking idiot. The internet's a wonderful place to learn information. Um, Jeff's motto on his channel is share the knowledge, and I wholeheartedly agree with that. Yeah, there are a few things that he doesn't share that I'm not going to share that another locksmith shouldn't share. Uh, but those are very, very limited things. Kind of how to do some cool stuff. Welcome to the type of weather we get. Check weather by the hour. Yeah, and my family in California, they always were intrigued by the weather here. They said, "Oh, you get all four seasons." And I'm like, "Yeah, sometimes we get all four seasons in the same day. It's winter with a 30% chance of tornadoes in the morning. Mid-morning is freezing temperatures. Early afternoon is thunderstorms with highs in the 80s, and in the evening is a cool fall day. And that's in the middle of September." Uh, let's see. Forgot about that name from your time in NC years ago. Yeah, yeah. I don't use Kakalaki that often, but yeah, I know it. Need a puck lock on a van, picking it upside down. Yeah, pocket women. The the lock picking cat is out of the bag. I got an almost an insult. I'm not gonna call it an insult. The person saying it to me didn't mean it. Um, but it's kind of one of those little things that makes you go. And it was a lockout, and the lock was a quick set, just a regular quick set knob, and it was giving me hell trying to pick it. And I'm like, really? Come on now. And the guy that was there, he's like, man, that must be a really good lock. It's really secure because it's taking you forever to get in there. And I just want to turn around and go, like that. It's like, really? Come on, people. An ancient Chinese secret. Yep. Yep. Rune, that's why you don't post videos about how to throw rocks and use crowbars. Or in this neck of the woods, that's why I don't post videos about how to kick a door in. Um, Most people who are going to use that already know how and can probably do it better than me. But all right, so let's go ahead and start looking at uh, this beauty right here. Y'all remember a couple weeks, was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I brought in the Schlage CO100 keypad lock. This is the Schlage NDE. Now, the Schlage ND, the letters ND are their designation for levers, commercial lever sets. ND, I learned this in an actual Schlage class, but ND is actually for new design. And then this being the NDE, that's new design electronic. Um, this is a good jumping off point for access control. Just like I was saying last week about the CO100, that's a standalone system. And so you just go directly to the lock. It's keypad only. The CO200 can do more, and I'd like to get my hands on one that I can show y'all one day. I'll try to work on that. Uh, but the NDE offers a lot more options. You'll notice there's no keypad here. Um, there is a keyed cylinder. This one is the Schlage full-size interchangeable core format. So if I had the operating key or the control key, if I had the control key, put that in there, turn it, remove the core, repin it, replace it, whatever I needed to do. But what users are going to do with this, you can see right now that when I pull the lever, the latch does not retract. It's always free from the inside, but from the outside, it is not unlocking right now. I have my little handy Schlage fob, put it on the reader, it reads it, blink screen, pull the lever, and the latch retracts, allowing you to open the door. Goes back to locked after, can't get back in. These are really cool in the fact that you can program them both from a Bluetooth enabled device like your phone, your tablet, or you can go over the internet and program them through Wi-Fi if you have a Wi-Fi connection. So you can actually have a whole system and update every lock on the system with credentialing updates. So in other words, I hire you and issue you a fob, I activate it, it goes out through the system, and your fob now works all of the doors on the system. Conversely, if you go, if you leave, I fire you, whatever, I can go into the system and deactivate your fob. I don't have to worry about uh, getting this back from you. So automatically, you're not having to worry about the cost of rekeying and having a locksmith come out and repin cylinders. You've got access control in here. Um, and let's see, Jay Locks and Y, good morning to you. Thought it was named that way because it was so bad even the burglars would bypass it and use non-destructive entry. That's a good one, Rune. I like that. I will share that with my Allegiant rep next time I see him. Um, let's see. Does anyone know if the Schlage S145 blank open market now? I no, I don't think so. I don't think the 145 is open. The S145. I think that's still Schlage factory restricted. Um, but anyway, so these levers are actually really, really easy to install. They're easy to program. Like I said, you can program it with an app from your phone, or you can log into a computer and program it. If you're going to do a lot of these, I would recommend getting the little desktop reader for the fobs. That way you don't have to squint and try to make out the serial number. Yeah, that little guy right there. If you're doing 100 of these, that's going to be a pain in the ass, and you're going to go blind after about an hour of it. So let's go ahead. This is what the inside trim looks like, by the way. Um, let's go ahead and start taking this thing apart. We like to take stuff apart on here. So the lever releases just like any other lever. The batteries are down here. So I'm going to try to get my screwdriver in there. The cool thing about these is, unlike the CO100, you don't have to drill any extra holes. As long as you have commercial lever prep with your through bolt holes, which I'll show you here in a second when we get all this off. I do need my mat so I don't lose anything, because this is the showroom sample for the shop. So we'll put everything right here. Here we go. You can see the battery pack in here. Easy enough for the users to change the batteries. We're going to go ahead and disconnect it right there. You can order these battery packs or the battery trays individually. So if you have a user that breaks one of the wires when they're changing the batteries, you can just replace this instead of having to replace the entire lock. Let's see here. Let's see. S145 is available. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I know some. Jeff, I know you asked me about an S keyway a while back. I thought it was 145, but I guess I was mistaken. All right, so those two screws are what holds this on. And then you can't really see it, but there's a ribbon connector back here. And get this thing disconnected. There we go. Pull off connector, you can see the internal circuitry, just the internal trim. And that's kind of how it comes through. It's just a push on connector. You don't have to pull or anything. You just push it straight onto this connector right here. And you're good. So now we're going to go ahead and take the spring cage off. And of course, the spring cage is what you would have with pretty much any type of commercial lever. You've got some sort of spring cage with it, which basically just helps the lever not sag from under its own weight and also return to the correct position so that you don't wind up with what I like to refer to as floppy lever syndrome. So that just bolts straight on. You don't have to worry about any extra spindles or anything. And then the inside plate, you can see here, Schlage actually thought ahead and they put a protector on the ribbon cable that comes through from the outside of the lock. So it does have reinforcement there that will keep it from chafing, even though that doesn't move and there's no chafing dish there. That's just added protection against chafing. You got your inside mounting plate, so all your inside stuff basically affixes to this. Of course, you saw the through bolts that I took out. And then we just slide this whole assembly out. And you can see the prep for the door. Got a latch and your 2 1/8 inch hole and your through bolts. And that's it. That's all you have to have for this thing. So here is your get in here. Look at the chat. Let's see. That's right. D145 or the D keyways. Yes. These are the restricted ones. Sorry about that. I got confused. New house, I do have experience with alarm lock. I've talked about them a few times, but I've got mixed opinions on alarm lock. Just sent me some alarm lock stuff. Okay? Yes, Dave. Floppy lever syndrome. All right, so here's the cool thing. Whenever you get these out of the box, you can see there's this little connector right here that actually powers the solenoid that's internal. To rehand these, okay, you can turn this, but you notice if I turn this that way, see how it pulls the latch retractor back? Well, that's not good. Latch retractor is supposed to look like that. So to rehand these, it's pretty simple. Push in and you turn. Of course, you do have to remove the outside trim. So I do not have the key to remove the core on this one. Well, can I remove the lever? Shouldn't be able to. Nope. Nope. Can't remove it. Without the key, and I don't have the key. Speaking of, I think this is might be an S123 or an S145. Is it? Anyway, let's see. Let's see. A lot of moving parts. What is the failure rate? In 2 years, I've seen one of these that has failed out of probably out of probably 70 installed in 2 years. That's just since I've been there. And the one that failed was installed before I started working at the shop. So I guess that's pretty good. And the one that did fail was in a really bad location on a gate. And I mean, the electronics are sealed. You can see it does have weatherproofing seal like Alarm Lock does on theirs. It does have the gel in there, and it is outside rated. So according to Schlage, you can have the whole thing mounted on an exterior gate, which is where the one that failed was mounted. But other than that, I mean, we don't have any complaints. We've got one on the back door of our shop, and it works great. So you have, so in order to rehand these, you push in. This whole thing just kind of springs in, and you rotate the whole assembly 180 degrees, and it pops back out so that you've got the latch retractor on the correct side. I can't do it because I can't remove the core to remove the lever. But let's see, how was this handed? It was handed this way. So, and I think these do not come with door position sensors, so you can't monitor it that way. Go ahead and we'll hook this back up here. And we just installed one brand new on an outside gate a couple weeks ago. They're very they're very simple to put together and install. Let's see. Yes, the Engage software is free. The app is free. I think the software online is free, so you can have it on your computer. Like I said, whenever you're doing hundreds of fobs, that's when you really want your computer for it, and you want the desktop reader. But yes, the app is free for your phone. So the one thing about this system that is, I don't want to say a downside because it's not really a downside. Come on now, get in there. The one thing that I don't like about it is, and again, it's not a deal breaker, um, but you you can't get live updates unless if you go to the lock itself with the app on your phone or tablet. In other words, if you have these connected to Wi-Fi, it only does the updates like at midnight or something, is when it pushes all the new data to the devices. Also, that little protector there is because your spring cage comes down over top of it. But it's channeled out, so you're not going to have pinching. So in other words, if what I was saying is uh, if you have a building with, let's say, 10 of these on it, and it's a commercial building, and you fire somebody, and you're worried that they might come back, and so you want to immediately, I mean, anytime somebody leaves, whether it's on good or bad terms, you want to cut off their access to, things. Um, and if you have somebody leave your place of business and you have 10 of these on your business and they had access to all 10 of them, and you wanted to immediately terminate their access to it, then you couldn't go on through your software on your computer and push it out immediately to all the locks if they were connected to Wi-Fi. You would have to go to each individual lock with your phone or your tablet, update the user settings. Now you can update those settings on the computer and then load the profile on your app and then go to each lock and update it. But you can't just do a system-wide push that will go out wirelessly to every lock. Did I explain that all right? Also, y'all are talking about alarm lock in here, and one of the features that I do like about alarm lock is the fact that you can schedule openings. You can do that with software on these. Whenever you log into the app, and I wish I'd brought my work tablet home with me, my iPad from work. I could show you some of the Engage software and how it works with these, but uh, you can schedule passage mode times. So if this is on the front door of your office and you're open for business, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., you can have it scheduled to go into that from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Or you can, and then I am a locksmith. See, y'all just witnessed it. I dropped the screw while I was reinstalling stuff. I am a real locksmith. Fortunately, I saw where it landed. So there is proof. Doesn't matter that I have a license or stupid certificates. You all just saw live proof that I am a locksmith. Dropping a screw for absolutely no reason. Um, Also, what was I saying? The scheduling modes for these. You can schedule it, or you can set it up the way we have it on our shop. Is the back door will, and it's flashing that because it doesn't see the Wi-Fi network that it's set up to be on. The The way that it's set up is that it will normally be unlocked Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, but it won't go into passage mode until somebody applies their fob to it. Oh, come on. And now I'm locked out. Why am I locked out? I didn't reset it. Well, I'll have to reprogram this because I'm getting a red light now. Probably because I disconnected everything and then reset. So I know it doesn't do that whenever you just change the batteries. But I guess now, I reset it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look here. Da, 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 da. Yeah, Rune, at least it's not in the grass or deep snow, or just bounces off the concrete sidewalk outside the door and then into nothingness, or onto carpet of the same color. That sucks. You look funny picking up nothing, so you have to drop something. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I don't know why it did that. I don't know if I accidentally did a reset procedure for it. Um, Power loss normally does not make it reset because we've gone out and changed batteries before, and because my credential is an admin credential on several of the systems we've installed, and um, it doesn't do that. So I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know. I don't know. Let's do some researches. Um, the NDE service manual. Um, I'll go ahead and post this so y'all can opens from the inside. That's all state cares about. Yeah, pretty much. Um, Search for how to brick the Schlage NDE. Yep. Uh, Pretty much. I just put y'all a link to the service manual, which shows you everything that it can come with and all its parts and everything. Um, all the finishes, warranty information. No, that's not what I want. But that's a good data sheet to have on it. Let's go here. Um, and I'll go ahead and share this as well because this is what comes with the lock. Jeff, I uh, I will text you something after we get done. I can't say it on the air. I don't mind saying it to everybody who's here, but I can't say it while I'm live because somebody else might see it who's not part of the crew family. Um, let's see here. factory default reset. Well, I didn't. Okay, so under factory default reset, it says that it will return the NDEB, which I guess is the correct for this model. NDEB removes configurations databases and requires the lock to be recaptured. FDR will not remove the lock from your Engage account. Turn the inside lever 3 times within 20 seconds. Reinstall. No, I didn't do that. So why the hell am I locked out? Oh, and these do come with door position sensors, so you can have that. I erred earlier. And then it goes into Spanish instructions. So yeah, I'll probably have to connect to it with the software. Um, huh, never seen that happen before. Maybe it locked you out because it wanted you to pick the lock before. Yeah, maybe. It's a $963 boat anchor on Amazon. I didn't see where the kitty went. I guess there was a kitty behind me at some point. Let's see. Cannonball safe. Yell at it in Spanish. Hola, you're opening on a now. So yeah, anyway, it's very easy to install, and it is easy to set up from new and add your credentials and everything. I don't know why it's not recognizing my credentials now. I've never seen that happen before, and I've done a number of these locks, so when I find the answer, I'll let you know. But yes, you can schedule everything. Oh, I bet I know. I bet because it lost power for more than just a second and it was originally synced to a Wi-Fi network. You don't have to sync these to a Wi-Fi network. No, maybe it wiped out the audit trail. It shouldn't do that because it should store everything locally. Huh. I'll have to ask the experts about that. Um, Probably because it's not near the Wi-Fi network that it's used to being on, because that's the shop network. Um, because it stays on display out in the shop, so we can sell them. Hmm, yeah, I don't know. Um, Anyway, see how I busted the garage foundation for a cannonball. Wow. Um, yeah, I want another safe. I think safes are probably like tattoos. Once you get one, you have to get like 10 more. Just keep going till you break the foundation. Ugh, GK man, it's sleeting there. Ugh. No, thank you. Fortunately, the sun has gone behind the clouds again, so I'm thankful for that. Um, but yeah, the NDEs, they also make an engaged deadbolt, which we have on the back door of our shop as well. And that's super simple to install. It's just as simple to install as this. Um, your fobs, if you're looking at buying one as a customer, your pack of fobs is going to be expensive. I think they're like, I think for like a 5 pack, they're like 30 or $40. Maybe not quite that much. Maybe like $40 for a 10 pack. I'm not sure. It works out to about $15 a piece. Um, yeah, like between 15 and $20 a piece. But if you're looking at doing this for, like, we sell a lot of these to homeowners associations, um, for like swimming pool areas, tennis courts, stuff like that, amenities areas. And what we tell them and say, yeah, we're going to charge you, let's just say we're going to charge you $15 per fob. Uh, you give your residents a fob, have them put down a deposit on the fob, for 35 or $40. And if they forget to return it to you when they leave or whatever, uh, then you've got that money. You've got way more money off of it. You can make money off of the system, and it helps pay for the system. So, and yes, I know y'all are wondering about this. Let's see here. Schlage should look into flash memory design. Yeah, Rune, I'm pretty sure this has that. I'm not sure what went on. Just to be completely honest, I don't know what went on with this. I've never seen it do something like this before. Where you disconnect it, disassemble it, reassemble it, and reconnect power, and it loses a credential. Um, See, Jeff, to program from a tablet, do you need to go door to door? Yes. If you do not have Wi-Fi, you have to go lock to lock with your phone to update. Also, even if you have Wi-Fi, if you want an immediate update, you have to go lock to lock with your phone or tablet. That's the downside. It doesn't push out instantly changes over Wi-Fi. Um, the cool thing is, say you had a system with 10 of these and only 8 are on a building that has Wi-Fi. The other 2 are on like satellite, I don't know, storage buildings or something. You have a storage building way out here and a storage building way out there that you have these locks on. Um, you can upload the same credential list and permissions list to every lock. Yes, you have to go individually to the lock with your phone or tablet to program it, but it keeps the same. You only have to load that list once you save it. Does that make sense? Like, you edit the list once, save that in the database, and then you go up to the lock and just say update. That's all you've got to do. And it really doesn't take that long either. Um, it takes maybe a minute to program, and you don't have to have any connectors or anything. So is Bluetooth enabled. Um, what fob format? It is. Let's see. Yeah, Dave, the Wi-Fi um does drain the battery. Um, let's see here. Um, let's look here really quick. It is. These are the Schlage 969 or 9691T, 26A bit. It is one, let's see, utilizes dual technologies, including 125 kilohertz Prox and MyFair Classic. So, I mean, and they're not cheap, but again, it's a way to make money, and it's a way to sell the system to your customers in such a way that they can make money. Um, you if you have these on a business, you say to your new employees, say, hey, we take out $40 out of your first check for your fob. If you lose it, you get one free replacement because it's covered under that $40 or whatever. If you lose it again, you have to pay us $40. If you don't return it when you leave, you get $40 deducted from your check. And again, they're paying like $15 a fob. So it's a way to tell them to generate money. Also with HOAs, a lot of homeowners associations are like condos, um, you know, condos and houses in a gated community and such, and they share, a common swimming pool and tennis courts and pickleball courts and stuff such as that. You can, and people who own the condos in there, a lot of times will rent those out. And so they can manage and say, hey, I own this condo. My renter hasn't paid me rent in, 6 months, or not 6 months, but my renter hasn't paid me rent in 2 months. I need to turn off my fob. They can go to the board. The board can have, a board member can have access to the logs as well. They deactivate that fob for that renter. So now the renter can't get in and use the swimming pool because they've not paid rent in 2 months. Same with HOA members that don't pay their HOA dues. They no longer have access to the amenities. And it's like, oh, I got to pay my HOA dues. So it's a way to generate revenue. That's my sales pitch on it. Let's see here. Yeah, Jeff, I mean, I haven't tried another one. I know you can do a digital credential through your phone though. I haven't tried using a different fob though, which, by the way, I don't know if I've shown you all this. This is what goes in my pocket every day for work. Of course, this is my Schlage credential. That's for the back door at the shop. My Salto credential for the front door of the shop. These nuts that I drilled through. I think I showed y'all, or at least I talked about it on the podcast, and we posted a picture of it. And then my collection of pokey tools. So lever pokey, Kaba change pokey. This goes to a little push button alarm cover, but I figured it'd be useful to have. And the Quickset Smart Key tool comes in handy for a lot more things than just Smart Key. Just so you know. I need to put these in my pocket because if I lose them and forget them before Monday, then I will be screwed. Actually, no, I can get in. I can use my phone as my Salto credential. Uh, are there any magnetic properties to those fob thingies? No. Um, I don't think there are. Somebody else might be able to say, but I don't think there's any magnetic properties to them. I think it's all RF. So I have my key fobs, high frequency and low frequency key cards. Yeah, I mean, we've got all kinds of different, credentials for people. It's from the classic HID full prox cards to Paxton cards, Ross Layer fobs, Paxton fobs, Salto, which is what we sell the most of. That's sort of our specialty. If you ever come to our area and see Salto hardware on a door, chances are we've installed it. Hold the fobs closer to the camera and you clone the. Now the Salto fobs are actually, they're all proprietary. You cannot use any type of HID. You can't clone it. Um, it's all proprietary technology in there. I mean, I'm sure, yes, I'm sure with enough research and development and technical knowledge, somebody somewhere could crack it and reproduce it. But Salto is strictly proprietary. It doesn't use anything that's standardized, which is why those fobs are expensive. They're expensive. They do come in different colors though. I asked Jason why he gave me a white one, and I said, it's just gonna, after a few months, it's just gonna turn gray like my Schlage fob. I don't know. I wanted a blue one. Actually, I could probably issue myself a blue one now. It's not super admin on our system, obviously, because that would be stupid for an employer to have an employee have that capability, but I could probably still do it. Anyway, see, I have three fob things that have slight magnetic positions. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I've never used a cloner for fobs. I've seen them, um, but I've never actually used one to clone over an RFID fob or something like that. Um, I mean, Jeff, I could always just take a blue Sharpie and color it. It would cover up the serial number on the back, but you know, eh, whatever. Um, paint the white fob. Yep. Yeah, Rune. Anything just doesn't do. Like our uniform shirts for the shop, they're black because they don't show dirt, they don't show grease. They are hot as hell in the summertime when you're standing out there in the sun, but they don't show any dirt. So yeah, I agree with you. That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like wearing khaki pants. I do have khakis, and I do wear khaki a lot, but I don't really like it because one squirt of Houdini makes you look nasty, depending on where the overspray of Houdini goes. Uh, anyway, if you use a cloner, guaranteed they will never. I gotta watch the newest episode of that, the Bad Batch. All right, guys, it's 11 a.m. Not sure, did we find out if Jason is going live today? I know he got back. I know y'all said he got back late last night. Um, Anywho, so Schlage NDE series. If you have any questions, please let me know. I have questions now myself because I am locked out, whereas I was not before. I don't know why. I have no clue. I'm gonna find out though. Monday when I get to the shop. Actually, it'll probably be Monday evening. Somebody remind me on Twitter to post the results of figuring out what happened and how to fix it. Um, Schlage NDE, I posted links to both the documents, so if you're interested in them, click them open. They do come in different finishes, different lever styles. Look at it. It's a pretty cool system. I like them. Um, I actually like them better than alarm lock. You don't have to drill any extra holes. The inside is clean, the outside is clean. You don't have a huge box over it. Um, Now, if you had an alarm lock there before and you're putting one of these on, you're going to have to do like a push plate underneath it to cover up the holes. Sorry about that. Um, but yeah, I mean they're very cool, inside, outside, and hey, yeah, great. All right, folks. Let's see. I got one. How do I unbreak it if I disconnect the wires from it? Rune, I will let you know as soon as I find out. Um, yeah, about 57 minutes now, Pocket Women, before he goes live. Khaki pants are a no-go. Yep. Yeah, it is a good fast install. And it's clean install. You don't have to, I mean, even if you have to drill through bolt holes for it, you take your HIT 111 jig, your HIT 111 jig, clamp it on there, because you only go halfway through on each side. Go through, drill your through bolt holes, and then you just slap it on there. You're going to spend way more time in the setup for your software, which if you do that ahead of time, you're going to be ahead of the game before you even get there. So set that up at the shop and then go to the site, put it on there, upload everything, boom, there you go. Robert's your mother's brother. Let's see if LPP got it back on and CC install. Where are the kitties? What do you mean? Y'all keep talking about kitties everywhere. You can't see them. I mean, I see them. There they are. But yeah. Anyway. All right, y'all. I'm getting off of here because today on the podcast by Locksmiths and for Locksmiths, we are recording with a special guest. So stay tuned for that. It'll be out next weekend. And I'll just say this. Dana has cleaned up from that company in the past. Her lucky streak held. So, anyway, hold up to a taser tack, something like an EMP. Exactly, we can't see them. They are here, Pocket Women. They're, like I said, being languid today. My word of the day, languid. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Have a great week coming up. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay out of trouble. Don't worry if you accidentally break one of these things. They're only like $1,000. See you next time.